fat, juicy, and wet.
Hey, I mean, maybe it is.
That man wouldn't do Forget You. He thought that was too racy for
But
his
that was-
portfolio.
yeah.
Gave it to CeeLo Green, but he's like, you know what? Fat, juicy, and
Fat,
wet,
juicy,
bro.
and wet.
Are you crazy?
See you next Tuesday.
Unbelievable.
Why is there a trend of women saying their pussies are fat? Like, why? Like, whoa,
I don't know what that means, but apparently
dude,
it's
like,
good.
it's like a huge thing. Like, bitches are like, my pussy fat. What does that mean? Like, I don't, like, I guess, like, I don't understand it. Maybe, am I unk? Are we unk now?
Dude, I don't know. I don't know if I qualify, but.
That's so real. I mean, I'll probably, you said that dude gave you the pass.
I mean, yeah, that one
You
time
know,
I'm
yeah.
saving it. But
Yeah. But I mean, so like, you theoretically could be unk if you were think about it. Theoretically,
fair enough. I'll take it.
you could be unk.
I'll take it. It's a badge of honor.
I mean, your dad, you know?
Yeah.
Your papa.
Dude, yeah, big news there. Had a fucking kid since last episode. Dude, I got my dad fit on. Got the Dadman shirt. Hell yeah.
So hold
got
on.
my nice white lawnmowers,
The complexity of the joke. He's got his Dadman shirt on, and his name is Bruce Wayne Bell.
Yeah.
Layers.
Yeah, absolutely.
He lived to the bit.
Named my son
Full
after
commit.
Superman to just keep it going, man.
And that's even another joke. Bruce Wayne is Superman's dad.
Yeah.
That's a crazy. I would live in that DC universe.
Dude, so here's my thinking too, is I was like, Batman didn't actually name any of his children. They were all like adopted, or even Damian wasn't like 7 years old by the time Batman even knew he existed and was already named and everything. I'm like, I feel like if Bruce Wayne had a son and a daughter, the most likely names are Cal and Diana.
Yeah, you're right. I agree.
Makes the most sense to me.
Yeah, I agree. That's fair. So if you have a daughter, is that her name?
I don't know if we go that route. That's a little,
You don't want to be the whole family?
I mean, I feel like there has to be some kind of cool names, because it can't be like, my brother's named after Superman and my name is
Diana Bell is hard.
But that just I don't know if that'd be the name. But,
Hold on, Diana Bell. That's hard.
we'll see. Haley. But it's fucking crazy, man. It's like
Whole new life.
Yeah, everything, like, it's time just moves completely differently. I mean, it's only been like a little over a week at this point, but like, it's wild. Like, I can't even focus on anything except for like, I'm like, feed this little guy, and then I just stare at him. He's so perfect. Just watch him breathe.
It's your whole life,
right.
man. Like your whole life is there now. You got to shape up. You got to start being a better person.
Dude, absolutely. And I
You
got
were pretty shitty like a month ago.
Yeah.
Like you were pretty bad.
Oh yeah. Put an end to the degeneracy immediately. Immediate stop.
I'm glad. Yeah. I'm glad you could shape up your act.
No, you guys are the only degenerates with your hollow, childless lives.
I'm a degenerate now?
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm in my work fit and I'm a degenerate today.
That's true. You are in your work fit. What the
I know.
hell?
I don't.
Showed up all classy for the podcast.
It was a day. It was a long day. It was fascinating. No, Michael just met me at my house and I felt rushed. Literally, like, I was opening the door and I turned around and I could see Michael coming in. And I said, okay. And the first thing he did was flip me off.
You probably deserved it.
Yeah, I can confirm.
You probably deserved it.
I deserved it? Okay.
Yeah.
I deserve it.
I mean, showing up looking like that.
I gotta look fresh and fit at work. You never know what's gonna happen.
Fresh and Fit's a different podcast. We don't know.
I didn't shave though. It doesn't connect. You see, you're gonna do a close up. But unfortunately, viewers, it doesn't connect. I'll never be able to grow a beard.
You just got a little bit of the scruff gap. That's all right.
Yeah, it's coming in like right here, pretty thick, and like the neck, but like right here, just.
You just got to do like the ludicrous sideburns.
No, if I'm gonna do anything from Ludacris, I'm gonna do the two puffs. I've said that for
Okay.
years. If my hair gets long enough, I swear to God, I will rock the two puffs for probably like a week.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Everyone's gonna judge me, and I don't care. It's gonna look fire. I'm gonna start. What's the name of the fucking rapper from Boondocks who does the two puffs?
Is it Thugnificent?
Yeah,
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
I'm gonna start being Thugnificent.
All right, what's that, like 200 subscribers, and Tyler does the Thugnificent hair?
I don't know if I have enough hair, but I'll do it. I'll try it. I mean,
We got to start, bro.
we gotta start. I'll do something. I'll start using like hair growth serums. I'll start looking up some like witchcraft online and doing something weird.
Get into some Rogaine, even though you have like full head of hair. Just,
How much is Rogaine nowadays?
I don't know.
Probably not as much as Ozempic.
My hair's just gone. Ozempic, yeah. Ozempic. That's
Killing the fucking world.
bro.
Man, it was like Reagan. He had Coke, right? Then turned into crack. Well, he didn't turn into crack, but it was turned into crack, right? Ozempic just became Ozempic.
People are just like shooting this stuff into their stomachs and then like puking a whole bunch and like not eating for days and like, I feel great.
Like, dude, we have an obesity problem, and that's not the way to fix it.
Beef tallow.
Beef tallow.
That's the answer.
Beef tallow and full-on lard.
Full-on lard. Buckets of it.
Yep.
Dude.
Buckets, dude. I actually was watching like a recipe video, because you know me, I'm always watching this stuff. And it was like a big pot Russian dish. And the first thing they did was threw in 3 pounds of beef tallow and like something of lard and then a bunch of butter and just let it melt. And I was like, okay.
Dude, maybe that is the strategy, because those guys are doing backflip hatchet tosses.
That's in human reflexes.
Maniacs.
I wish that I was that reflexive. Instead, I could. Oh, gotcha. Michael missed it because on his phone.
I assessed your threat level, gave you an ocular pat down. I knew there was no
ocular
problem.
pat down.
Yeah.
Bro. You don't even understand that I got Jarvis in my head.
You know what?
It's called Marvin.
I actually did know that you had Marvin in your head, and I also assessed Marvin's threat level. To me, 0.
Marvin, snip his balls.
Little did you know, I pre-snipped my balls before we met today. Checkmate.
You've seen those, like all just the memes from Marvel Rivals?
Yes, dude.
Dude, I love the memes where it does the Tony Stark face like he's in Jarvis,
Yes.
and then just say some stupid shit.
Jarvis, scratch my balls. Maximum pulse.
Oh man, yeah, memes, they have my soul if they're done well.
Bro, the Marvel Rivals memes are crazy.
They're so
I
funny.
didn't know. I just learned recently that NetEase, same TikTok situation. That's just another Chinese tech company giving us. Why can American tech companies not make? It's like so easy. Like TikTok, just super scrollable short form video. A badass Marvel game that actually uses the right IP. Like now is the time American game companies to make DC Universe Rivals and just do the exact same thing, but be way fucking cooler. Please do that. I'll switch. I'll switch in a heartbeat, bro. It could even be like 20% less good, and I would still honestly switch just because it's DC Universe.
You know what's going to happen before that? The more likely option is we're going to get another Asian-based game, and it's going to be anime characters, and I'm going to play it 10 times harder than I'm playing Marvel Rivals.
Fair. And real shit, though, I also don't personally give a shit about playing a Chinese game.
I mean,
just
I don't
like,
either.
the
It's gonna be a
government's all
problem.
weird about it.
Yeah,
That's
it's
my
gonna be
only...
an issue, yeah.
Like, I don't know if my data from Marvel Rivals going to Chinese company really fucking matters, but I guess maybe they're leeching other data from my PlayStation.
What's the game, the horror game that was on Steam that would read your Steam data, and it would, your name was in the database, it would say your name when you were playing?
I don't remember, but I know exactly what you're
You know
talking,
what I'm talking
about.
about, right?
It
Yeah.
would like read through your files. There's been some horror games that do weird shit
That
like that.
is terrifying.
There's that one game too. I think it was like
Truly.
Near Automata or whatever, where you play an android.
Bro, what you know about Nier
Nier
Automata?
Not much, but I know
do.
that you could go into the pause menu and like access the actual android's files, and you could just start deleting shit,
Nope,
and it
so
would like
look,
remove the HUD from the game or like delete your abilities.
Yeah, the way
or,
you
like,
play the game is so to level up and stuff like that, you have memory, and every ability and skill, including your HUD and like just like items, searching and shit like that, basic attacks, those are all chips. And you have to have a certain amount of chips just to play the game, but then you get space and can add more chips. That's how you get more skills.
Yeah.
There's Nier Automata is actually a game you should probably play because of like what it does. So I don't know if you actually know this, but Nier Automata has, for one, 26 different endings. Because there's 26 letters in the alphabet. One of the endings you get from going into the memory, like you're saying, and removing the power chip, you die, and that's actually how you unlock one of the secret endings. Because to a platinum, you have to get all 26 endings. But the really crazy thing about Nier Automata is when you play the game, you play as 2B, this girl droid, and you go down to Earth trying to save Earth or like save certain things from the robots and shit. When you finish the game, you have this like understanding of all of like the fucking conspiracies of the world, and you're like, oh shit, this is crazy, blah, blah, whatever. Game ends. It's like new game plus or start a new game. You know, some people play new games. You start the new game again, you're playing as the guy that she's talking to the whole time. This tech guy that comes in and plays sometimes. You play the game as him as the main character. So some scenes are different because it's his perspective where he was at.
Interesting.
Okay, right? Play the game through, beat it. You play as a character named 9S, who is sporadically in the game. Whole new fucking game. Whole new story. You're seeing the truth all the way through, and then you finish it again and play it a fourth time as another character with the truth. With the real truth. And it's fucking crazy, dude. It is fucking mind-blowing because you get so deep in this game's lore and then you play a new playthrough and you're like, everything I know is a lie.
That's too much truth for me.
Dude, it's fucking insane. I've only played the game twice and I was like, when I started the third run, I was like, this is a lot. Like, I was like, this is crazy. I was like, I've read so much shit on it. I haven't platinumed the game at all. There's so many, like, that game has so many fucking crazy things. There's this mission that you can just like come upon where you find this like fuck off that you find
Did you just say giggity?
He said giggity, bro. I was gonna glance past it.
Okay.
I was just gonna be like, okay, whatever, Michael, you know what I mean? But
it's okay, brother.
As long as you know what you did wrong, you know.
Yeah, as long as you recognize it and we get a little less fucking lip from that side of the table for a while. You know?
Yeah, we're being dead serious, dude. You gotta really chill out because I don't know if you know this, but you didn't drive here. Don't forget that. Anyways, grown men were talking.
So this game is just trying to like mind fuck you at
the
every turn,
entire time, 24/7.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah.
I definitely
and it's
wanna play
also
that.
the whole time you're fucking a big titty, big booty girl, and you're singing all over the place.
So, there's that.
It's got some really weird mechanics though, because you have like a droid that spins around with you. So like you attack with your triggers and like your buttons, but if you click your left bumper and hold it down, the droid is a gun that just shoots. So like you have to like hold the bumper the whole time you're playing.
So kind of like not the same exactly, but almost like Boy from God of War.
Yeah,
Boy!
a little bit. Yeah, doing that shit. Yeah, exactly. And it's so weird because the game switches. It will like go to like a platformer. And then it will switch to like you're in a ship and you're like going through like blowing shit up and like.
No, dude, I've always heard such great things about it. It's like a legendary game at this point, but I've just never played it.
Dude, it's worth the play. At least one playthrough. Like you don't have to play it through all the bullshit, blah blah blah. But like one playthrough, fire.
Definitely, dude. Ever since Cal was born, I've just been fucking reading mostly, like reading a lot of comic books.
Can I get you to read some manga on your phone, or are you gonna say no?
So I can definitely do that. But before we go into that, something that is exciting for you that you'll be excited about, I finally was able to find it, and I picked up it's volumes 1 through 3 of One Piece. So
so you got like the first, like what is it like? It's not 60 chapters, is it? It's like 8 to 10 chapters, 8 to 12 per.
For each volume.
Yeah, for each volume. Yeah, it's like 8 to 12 per volume. So you probably have like the first 30. So I'm not going to be super nerdy right now. I mean, I could be. I think like you're covering. You might be finishing Arlong with the volume.
Okay.
I'm probably wrong with that though.
It's titled East Blue, if that helps.
Yeah, is it the whole saga? Does it say East Blue Saga or is it each volume? So the East Blue.
It just says East Blue, One Piece, and then it says Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3, like it's split like that thing.
So So then you're gonna finish all the way through.
Very excited.
You're gonna go through Logetown. So the way that One Piece works, and just like other animes too, right? They don't have seasons. They have what's called arcs.
Yeah.
And so like in One Piece, the way arcs work are each island is its own arc, but the first what you're reading, the first saga, the East Blue, is a bunch of small islands that they're on for either like 3 chapters, 15, 30 chapters. So it's not substantial. So they call that one arc. It's the East Blue. Yeah. So you're going to watch Luffy's entire, or read Luffy's entire beginning journey, getting to the Reverse Mountain, going to the Grand Line. Yeah, you're going to get into it. So
I'm
like that's to be honest, the slowest part of One Piece. But there are some really solid moments, like the Mihawk introduction, the Nami scene. Like there's some really good stuff in there. Like, I think you'll be like, yeah, this just hitting.
Hell yeah. I'm excited, man. I love the art style already, too, and just the fucking, I don't know, there's something so exciting about starting a new manga.
Dude, there's something about One Piece specifically. You already know I'm the One Piece go. If you ain't never heard it, come at me on any social media. I promise you. I know it.
This is true. I wouldn't challenge him. I wouldn't
straight
do
up.
it.
There's something special about One Piece in the sense of that everything feels so, like, what's the word I'm looking for? It feels like you're supposed to remember everything, but like not because you're supposed to, but just because you want to. Like it's all just so. Oh, there's a term I'm looking for right now, but I can't think of it. But you just want to remember all
memorable.
Of it. Yeah, memorable. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Memorable. You were just looking at me the whole time.
Memorable.
Yeah, you couldn't. You were just looking at me the whole time, like, yeah, I know what you're trying to say, you stupid bitch. Memorable. So it's so memorable, and One Piece rewards you for that. Like things come back all the time. Things are referenced. People come back. Arcs come back. Like you're like, oh shit, this is crazy. And then because you're reading the manga, you're gonna get the real experience. One Piece does this thing called the cover stories. So the cover page for not every chapter, but for a majority of chapters, it will either be a drawing that Oda, the creator of One Piece, does himself just because, or a fan asked him to do the drawing, or it'll be a cover story where it'll be one single image and a bunch of chapters in a row cover an entire story, and it's all canon. So those barely ever get adapted in the anime. So like anime viewers don't know a bunch of stuff like that. Like there's this whole arc about one of the villains who goes to space. I'm not gonna talk too much about it until you get there, but like it's a whole thing that like us manga readers were like, oh shit, this is gonna happen at some point in One Piece. It's gonna be crazy. But like an anime viewer who is caught up right now has no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. Sure. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, you're in for a good time. Good thing you didn't read Berzerk, because I feel like if you read Berzerk right now, you'd be like, dude, it's crazy. The story of Berzerk is truly so intense, so beautiful, just draped in penis monsters. I keep thinking about it, bro. Anybody that's going to come to me and tell me that Nosferatu is the best horror movie of all time, please leave my presence. Because really, that story was good. The makings of that film were so solid. There's some really, really, really good scenes about I forget what his name is, but like Nosferatu, the Dracula-like presence. Really good scenes with him. And then there's the scenes where he's controlling the women, and they're just orgasming. Oh, like the whole fucking time, dude. You're like, why? Or the fucking dude having sex with his wife's corpse. Why? Why is that in the film? It did nothing. You could have told us he betrayed him and he died of the plague. Nah, he died in his wife's dead body's vagina.
Yeah, that's
Robert Eggers. Why? Bro, it's truly like it baffles me. And then now he's apparently he was so dissatisfied is what the word on the street is with Wolfman that he's making a Wolfman. He just got approved to make a new Wolfman movie.
Dude, I'm gonna be so honest.
Someone's gonna have a fucking wolf sex scene in that film, dude. It's gonna be gross.
To be so honest, man, I just cannot bring myself to give a shit about Nosferatu, like as a concept.
Yeah.
I'm like, I get it. Original vampire, whatever. I don't care.
It's just the story of Dracula. You know what I mean? I will say there's like some really cool scenes. Like, I'm not gonna spoil anything. There's a really cool scene where he like flexes his powers to like actually
flex his nuts.
Shit. Nah, dude, he like the movie. In the movie, he is trying to flex his nuts. Nosferatu fucking
hangs nuts on all these villagers.
Bro, he just walks in and he's like, oh, fucking dunked on you,
on the table,
dude.
Bro.
He's so fucking tall. Anyways, it's
gets all the women, takes them all back to his castle, humiliates everybody. Oh yeah, Pennywise.
Yeah,
dude, he's huge, dude.
Dude, well, yeah. Dude, the motherfucker's massive.
Tower of a man.
Dude, fucking insanely tall. Yeah, I'll say yeah. He's like he fits every fucking horror role they give him. You know what I mean? He also
plays a good monster.
He does. But when I think of Bill Skarsgård, it's really funny. I think of the old Netflix show. It was like one of Netflix's actually first ever original shows called Hemlock Grove, where he plays a vampire in it.
Yeah, I've never seen it, but I know the show.
First season's good. Second season, wild. Ends with the dude turning into a stingray. Didn't watch the third season because of that scene.
Dude, like, what is this, Animorphs? The fuck just happened?
For someone that watched Animorphs, read Animorphs my entire life growing up, bro. Yeah, that shit, dude. Like it was. Let me try to think about it. Dude was the scientist that delivered, or that like inseminated this girl who was pregnant with the vampire. So she got pregnant with the werewolf character's son, and then the vampire had sex with her too. So she had both of their seed inside of her, which in fantasy lore is always something.
Yeah,
right?
naturally.
Yeah, right.
So you have a hybrid child now.
Exactly.
How does that work?
Right, and then the doctor's like, oh, well, doing shit to her, or whatever. And then at the end of the season, like she has her kid, and he takes her kid to escape and turns to a stingray.
That all makes perfect sense, actually.
That, bro, the first season, so good.
That would have been sold on the show, right there.
First season was all about this gypsy dude and his aunt that moved to this town that has a weird story, and that's where the vampires are. And he falls in love with this girl, and she's the vampire's boyfriend. It's like a Twilight-esque story, but it's gritty and kind of dark and about murder cases and shit, too. And you're like, yeah, who's murdering these motherfuckers? You know what I mean? And like, you're like, the werewolf's doing it? No, it's not the werewolf. The vampire doing it? No, it's not the vampire. Like, you know. But second season, lost me.
Yeah, so two different men's seed make one baby. And it's a hybrid because biology. But when you have a two dad baby like that, it becomes an aquatic creature, either a stingray or a box jellyfish, depending on gender.
He didn't become the stingray, the baby. The doctor became the stingray.
Oh, he must have been bit by the baby. He went from 12 hours of life.
He went from human to stingray and was just gone. I swear to God, bro. Like when we get done, I will have Michael look up the scene and show you. It is. I promise you. Like I was. Well,
Yeah, you missed.
you missed a lot. No, like it was like, dude, man. Okay, I remember like watching it and being like, okay, what's going on? Okay, this bitch has a hybrid baby. That's a little weird. Okay, what's going on? Let's figure this shit out. He turned to the stingray, and I was just baffled. I was like,
I'm out.
Gracefully, actually, ungracefully.
That shit
disgracefully,
jumped the shark right there
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah,
that's wild.
Yeah, like, it was.
That's
And then
wild.
they had a third season, and apparently the show was either canceled or ended after that because motherfuckers were like, "What was that?
What happened to the stingray? Where's he at?
Oh fuck yeah, I don't know. That shit was weird, dude. I miss old shows like that. You ever watch Heroes?
Yes,
Bro, Heroes is one of my favorite shows
Heroes
of all
was-
time.
Save the cheerleader, save the world. Yeah. Heroes was fire.
Bro.
Yeah.
Goat villain.
At least at the beginning, like it did get a little weird after a while, but at the beginning was very good.
Bro,
yeah.
What's his name? Slifer?
Was that the bad guy?
Yeah. Dude, he was a goat
Slifer, no
villain.
slifing.
He was a goat villain. Did you ever watch Heroes, Mike?
I don't believe so.
Dude, Save the Cheerleader, Save the World. And the villain in that series, his power originally was clockwork. He could understand mechanisms, and he used it on someone that had powers on their brain, and then gave himself surgery for that part of their brain, and he became a supervillain that would just find people, open their heads, take their power, put it in his brain, and become more powerful. He gets like, is it even psycho? I guess it was like psychokinesis, but it was based on like cutting psychokinesis. What's the
Sure.
word? Yeah. So like he did that. He would just go to people that had powers and he would just cut their head open. Like straight, you just have a slice in your head, you go, and then just fall up. Like,
Bro,
dude, it was fucked.
This
Crazy.
makes me think of speaking, not to change topic too much, but I've been thinking about Mr. Fantastic and Reed Richards ever since he got added to Marvel Rivals. And I was thinking about it, and he's like the smartest man in like any Marvel universe pretty much. Is that, I mean, obviously he was one of the smartest before, but after the event, is it because he can theoretically manipulate his own brain and the neuroplasticity to achieve any shape, or like he could create new neural pathways in his brain with his power, right?
You know what's really funny about that? And I'm like, I swear to God, we're on the same topic. In One Piece, I have thought the same about Luffy in the opposite sense, because Luffy's devil fruit makes his body have the characteristics of rubber. He doesn't control it. He can just stretch, right?
Sure.
So that means his brain became more rubber-like. Wouldn't that stop the firing of the synapses a little bit more?
Maybe.
Because it's rubber is not conductive to electricity, right? So if
Sure, because it's like literally rubber properties. Yeah.
All the shit in your body has the properties of rubber. That means your brain does too. That
So
would
his
be why
devil
he's
fruit made him kind of dumb. Is that
yes,
what you're
because
saying?
there's scenes in One Piece where he's really smart. So by that same contrast, yeah, I 100% agree. I think that Reed was already very intelligent. Like the Maker, like dude, he was fucking with his own brain.
Oh yeah,
1000%.
The Maker is
Maker's terrifying.
Yeah, bro. That's what, dude. When
Maker's terrifying.
when your woman says no,
and goes to the thing, and then the thing's like, actually, I've been in a cocoon this whole time.
Yeah.
Here's my purple form.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, what?
Fucking
That was
beautiful.
crazy. Yeah.
Beautiful purple Ben Grimm. Yeah, dude.
And then they're like, yeah, he
Michael
can go,
doesn't know what we're talking about.
He can go back and forth. Here's my thing. Here's my human. Here's my purple. Like I was like, this
Here's
is
my thing.
I was like, this is strange, but I kind of fuck with it. Like I'm not gonna lie, he's so strong for no fucking reason after that. Like I was like,
well, I think a lot of that too was almost fan service, because people were like, why you got the Hulk, you got all these things. Why is the Thing just left in the dust of being like the weakest of the big, strong, tough guys? Like, and that's always felt kind of lame.
I agree.
Yeah.
He knows how to throw a punch. He knows how. I mean, it's almost like it's so funny because this conversation can be translated to Marvel Rivals. I talk about this all the time. Like if the Thing's coming out in like 4 weeks, whatever, or not 4 weeks. Yeah, like 4 weeks, whatever. What's his moveset?
Dude, I don't know. I imagine him to be kind of like the Hulk in moveset, and I feel like he's got to play, like if it's what I'm thinking, he's got to play kind of like the other side of the coin of Reed, like where Reed is a DPS that feels really tanky. He's got to be a tank that feels really DPS-y, I think. Like a really aggro tank.
What are his abilities going to be though? Like I mean, you can give him a jump, you can give him a smash, you can give him a punch.
Yep, and maybe some kind of like this isn't necessarily super comic accurate, but probably some kind of like a Metapod Harden kind of thing where he gets like a shield.
Yeah, I was thinking either a shield or a grab the ground rot toss.
Sure, something like that. And then he'll probably have a similar partnership with Sue, right, where he'll be able to get the overshield because of her.
I think that's where he's gonna get the shield.
And then I imagine that his ultimate, it's clobbering time, and then he'll get like some crazy fast, Yeah, something like that.
It's really
I
funny
think.
when you think about the thing. You're always thinking, "This motherfucker throwing shit." Yeah. He's always throwing something.
Dude, I love the thing,
Yeah.
but
I mean, I do too.
He doesn't get enough love. You're for sure.
True.
For sure.
Every time there's a fight, someone just looks over the corner and is like, "Ben, don't throw that." Like, okay, my bad. Yeah,
dude.
Put it down.
I have been reading a lot of. Have you heard of Ghost Machine?
Mm-mm.
So you're familiar with Image Comics, of
Yeah.
course. So and Ghost Machine almost feels like Image 2.0. So it's like Jeff Johns, Rob Lee, a bunch of other artists and writers kind of came together and created their own group, but it's under Image. So it'll be like Image Ghost Machine underneath it. It's kind of its own like universe created. It's completely ran by the artists and writers that all
Jeff
run
Johns.
together. Jeff Johns is my is like
Dude,
one of my
that's the
absolute
fucking
favorite writers,
man, dude.
Blackest Night, yeah, GOAT. So, but he's writing a few series in this right now. One I think you would fucking love that I just started reading. It's called Rook Exodus. And I won't
I've
give
heard
you,
of this.
it's Jeff Johns. I won't give you too much of a
I've
spoiler.
actually heard of Rook,
but
yeah.
Basically, it's way in the future. There are these like kind of planets that there's a company called Better World that has basically terraformed these alien planets, and they are trying to mass move people out to these planets to be like farmers and work the land and work for the company and stuff because Earth is kind of dying at this point. And so there's a planet called Exodus, and all these people go there, and they're given these they're called wardens, and they're given these helmets that allow them to have control over like a particular species of animal on the planet to like help them with their farming. And like every aspect, because it's so terraformed and so high tech, every aspect of the planet, like weather, the wildlife, the natural patterns, it's all controlled by technology. But then the planet has this thing, there's like a planet engine that makes all this work. And basically the engine on Exodus and many of these other planets is dead or dying. And a lot of the, like all the rich people, the elites, the better world people have all left the planet at this point. So it's basically just a bunch of the more poor, like wardens
with the helmets
and farmers
on, yeah.
with the helmets left behind. And the planet is going really savage. And so the main character is Rook, and he has like a crow style, like a rook bird mask. And he has control over like the crows and the birds. And yeah, it's really, really cool. It's kind of following his story of trying to get off the planet, and super sweet.
I wish more birds would be focused on besides crows, ravens, hawks, falcons. Actually, hey, if we can ever work on Adam's Aether, can't tell y'all too much about that. Hey, Rook sounds fire.
Yeah, check it out.
I think it was Image that it was either Image or Vertigo that's released Pitch Black. That was called. You seen that?
I'm not
Something
sure.
like that. I'll have to find the name here in a second. I don't have my phone on me, otherwise I'm looking for you. But it was this. It's like a Power Rangers-esque type of comic book where this dude finds a meteor type thing, and it gives him a black suit, and he becomes like a superhero. And it just gets really wild. I don't want to say too much because it gets really wild, and there's actually like a huge plot twist on the third issue, and I was like,
dope.
Oh, that's how we go in this shit? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I was like, yeah, this is going hard. So, yeah, no, I'm going to find out the name. I think it was like, Exodus Black or Nexus Black? I don't know, something like that.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, find it, check it out. And,
yeah.
Yeah, and you should check out Rook Exodus.
I'm going to look
I think, I think you like
that.
that. There's a lot of really cool stuff. Man, there's a lot of cool stuff with comics going on with the Absolute Universe. You got Scott Snyder doing the Absolute Batman. That shit's fire. He also did Dark Knight's Metal. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that. But he's just, it's an older story.
I feel like I've heard of Dark Knight.
It was like, like super heavy metal. There was Dark Knight's Metal, then Dark Knight's Death Metal. And it was just all like an alternate universe, Elseworld kind of thing. All super heavy metal. There was a Joker dragon. Like it's insane.
That's
it's super,
crazy.
super fun,
Yeah.
super awesome. It's like, I think it was described as like all the fun parts of DC smashed into one thing, something like that.
Yeah.
And I feel like his stories really are like, he's just like, all right, I'm just going to give you like, what if Batman was super hardcore? You know, it's really great. I love it.
That's what Absolute Batman is too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's the same writer of Absolute Batman, wrote Dark Knight's Metal.
That's why he was like, that's why he had to get down on it. Get down.
Fire.
Again, I'm gonna say it again. We need a Ben 10 comic.
I've been seeing a lot of Ben 10. I mean, I'm sure it's because of, the algorithm listens to us, but I've been seeing a lot of Ben 10 clips and shit ever since you've been talking about it and stuff. And kind of like, man, there was a lot of goated lore in Ben 10, wasn't there? Like I've been seeing clips of like
the
how they show
Omnitrix?
like Ben in the future like altering the path of the Omnitrix so that he gets it to like recreate all that shit.
The Omnitrix itself is such crazy lore. The alien gray matter.
Yeah.
I forget the name of the alien species. So the whole thing with the Omnitrix is one of the gray matters is the smartest being in the whole universe, and he created the Omnitrix for I forget exactly what he created it for. It was like not for a person, but like for the galaxy, for himself, whatever, blah blah. And after he created it, he was like, "Wow, nobody can touch this. This is crazy." And then the enemy Zeltrax or something like that tried to get the Omnitrix, and that's how it went into space.
Zeltron.
Nope. Zeltrax in this bitch spitting bars with this. Yeah, this is Zeltrax going crazy on the mic. Some stupid shit, right? But no, yeah. So when the Omnitrix came to Ben, it was truly like the worst case scenario, right? But you're right. Ben goes back in time and sends it to himself. I think that Ben 10 is crazy. Like the lore of the ghost inside of it. Like I don't know if you remember, but in the Ben 10 original show, there's a whole point in time where Ghost Freak in the Omnitrix goes crazy, or not crazy, but like they're all sentient. He's so sentient that he's like, yeah, every time Ben changes into him, he's like, you're not changing back, nigga. Like I'm in this form. And then Ghost Freak actually leaves the Omnitrix, and like that's a whole arc in the fucking series.
I feel like I vaguely remember that.
It's fire, dude. Yeah, I was saying. And then it led to a whole thing where Ben actually got more aliens because it led to like this Frankenstein looking dude that had these like energy things on his back, and then this like space werewolf, and then like a mummy thing. And when they all touched the Omnitrix, Ben got all those forms.
Right. Yeah, because ultimately it's supposed to be able to contain like every species in existence.
As long as a species touches it, it takes its DNA, can contain it. Yep, exactly. Right. Yeah. The Omnitrix is goated, bro. If that was a real piece of tech in like the world and the universe is as populated as we believe it is, like,
oh yeah,
Omnitrix would be goated.
Oh yeah,
goated.
Goated.
My grandma asked me what goat means. I think it was today or on Saturday. And
or yesterday. Goes over all terrain.
That's what goat means. Yeah.
For all you non-Bronco drivers out there.
Bronco motherfucker over here.
Bro.
Denver Broncos.
No, not the Denver Broncos. Fuck the Denver Broncos.
I don't fucking know.
No, I'm not really a sports guy, but definitely Lions.
Yeah, I mean, we gotta say Lions. Rep the D.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You repping the D on your face.
Godless heathens. I don't know, man. All I know is that we just spent like 30 minutes talking about cartoons and comic books, and we're approaching 30 years old. So,
okay,
this is the goddamn life right here.
Okay, who created
this is the fucking life?
Who created the cartoon show Ben 10? A bunch of 12-year-olds or some 30 and 40-year-olds?
No, dude, he was 6 at the time.
I couldn't do that. Genius. It's like that Chinese kid we were talking about that was playing, what was it?
Beating Mario 2 with his feet.
And playing guitar. No, it was playing Guitar Hero with his feet and beating Mario 2.
He's playing guitar, and I don't know. He was doing multiple
he was doing
things.
Something. Yeah, he was making a pizza, put pickles on it.
He was fucking bouncing off the walls, going up, down, left, right, forward, backward, and some fourth dimension.
What do you think the fourth dimension tastes like?
Probably like at least a little bit purple.
Obviously, in the fourth dimension, you'd be able to taste purple, right? But do you think in the fourth dimension, the word purple and the color purple would have two different tastes?
Probably. And it would also taste a little bit like 6 o'clock, but I'm not sure AM or PM.
Why do you think it'd be closer to 6 o'clock than 8 o'clock? I feel like purple is more distinguished with 8 than 6.
See, that's what you'd think, but it's the purple and 6 o'clock kind of together, like contrasting flavors.
See, like to me, I feel, okay, it's flavor based. I thought you were talking about the comparison. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. When you're thinking about that, I mean, like realistically, you could throw like 3:15 PM in the mix. It's got that, it's got that almost like that lime green taste.
You're not wrong. It does sound a little bit like Russ. Santiago.
I fucking hate you so much. That one got me. You're a fucking bitch. It's a little bit like Russ. Why do you know what Russ tastes like?
On another note, if you had to be in a human centipede, but you couldn't be the front, which spot would you take?
I'll be so real. I think that being that I have Crohn's and that I have the movements that I have in the bathroom, I could not do that to another human being. So I definitely have to do the end of it. Because if I have to eat shit anyways, like I might as well just be the end and not pass that on to someone else, right?
Noble. Also real fucking weird that you want to eat shit that bad. But whatever.
Let me tell you, Bruce.
Tell me.
You ever seen Little Nicky?
I have, yeah.
You know that scene with the pineapple with Hitler? I'm about to get you a nice little maid's outfit.
Segue.
Which part?
My uncle, who is nearing about 60, is in a wrestling tournament.
Okay,
like
hold
a
on. I am
collegiate,
so my
like a
mind
collegiate
is so
wrestling
baffled
tournament.
in so many ways right now. What did that have to do with anything that was going on beforehand? And how old is he?
He's like got to be approaching 60.
And is it
If
like
not, in
is
his
it like
early
what kind of
60s.
wrestling we're talking? Like are we
Like
talking
collegiate
WWE?
wrestling, bro.
Oh, okay.
And
Like
here's the
like
thing: he's a
Greco-Roman
good
type
wrestler.
shit?
Like he's been into that shit his whole life. But I'm like,
I got pretty good ground game.
did you just say that's sexy, Michael?
No.
I
Holy
heard
shit.
Michael just mumble.
You're like
"That's
your tan
sexy"
old
under his
man?
breath. But you know what? He's gonna win the whole fucking thing.
Probably.
I said it's real weird that you want to touch another guy that bad. But,
I would say that to him too, 100%. Fish hooking? You know what that is in wrestling?
oh yeah,
Yeah. Do you for real?
you fish hook, you get it right in the anus.
Yep. So like before, like if it was like time to cut weight,
Yeah,
they're like
yeah.
120 and they're like 123. They're like, all right, I'm gonna go put on a garbage bag, pair of
Yeah.
sweats,
Sweat.
garbage bag,
Sweat.
go in the wrestling room. We're gonna go run 10 miles.
Yeah, dude, those guys go hardcore, but
It's-
fucking weirdos. Y'all are
It's not good
weirdos.
for your body. As someone who ran cross country and played soccer and ran track, that's not healthy for your body. That's not a healthy way to lose weight.
Speak on it when you've done a man sport.
What are you trying to say about soccer? Yeah, let's say, hold on. What are you trying to say about soccer? You got both. You got two of
Soccer?
us.
I guess I
yeah.
didn't hear soccer. Kinda. Not really in America, but I'll give you the pass.
Being told to have some culture from Michael means a lot.
I don't think I'm allowed to have culture.
Now you're sounding like JD Vance.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I'll get in trouble.
To have culture?
Yeah.
When's the last time you put some seasoning on your chicken?
Dude, I don't eat chicken. We've been over this.
Oh yeah, I forgot. When's the last time you put some seasoning on anything?
Salt and pepper on everything. Everything gets garlic. Most things get onions too.
Okay, what do you put on your burgers?
What do I put on my burgers?
Yeah,
Salt,
like
pepper,
seasoning.
maybe like Montreal steak seasoning. Usually just salt and pepper though. Just fucking fuck that shit up with salt and pepper. And then like garlic, onions, cook it in the pan, you know.
Brother, you're a lot whiter than I thought you were.
What do you put in a burger?
Really crushed breadcrumbs, an egg.
What are you, fucking Gordon Ramsay? all right, shut the fuck up.
How you
dude.
gonna ask me a question?
I
Now-
put breadcrumbs
now
and
he's
I crack an egg and I put the breadcrumbs in. The bass is fucking raw.
All I'm hearing is you are white, super white,
you.
unseasoned.
Oh my god. We're not making a meatloaf, Tyler. Oh my god, relax. Breadcrumbs, he said. This fucking guy. What kind of bread? Italian bread?
Typically Italian breadcrumbs, yeah.
I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew it.
You know what? I bet you don't even know what Gruyere cheese tastes like.
I've had Gruyere cheese.
Oh yeah? I don't believe you.
Yeah, I've had it at the soup spoon. Serve Gruyere cheese with like a fucking fried Gruyere cheese with a fucking blackberry ancho drizzle shit on top of it.
Oh, so you know what that is though, huh? But I'm Gordon
Also had
Ramsay for
Gruyere
telling you how I
cheese,
make
I
my
think.
fucking burgers.
Yeah.
Crazy.
You fucking try hard over here trying
I'm
to
a
justify.
try hard because I want to eat good food.
Because you fucking make up your burger fucking meatloaf. You probably buy a Blackstone. You're that guy.
No. I use a fucking cast iron. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
You know
exactly.
what? You know what?
You use a pan that you can't get wet.
I'm just gonna say, I don't even care you broke your elbow. You
God
fucking
damn it.
bitch.
Let's open some fucking
Guess what,
packs.
Bruce? You just lost the game. Fuck you.
Fuck off.
Fuck your grade 10.
Oh man.
Oh.
Fucking breadcrumbs. Get out of here.
I cannot believe you
real.
just got on my ass about making a burger that I want to taste good and want to enjoy it. That's so beyond me.
Listen.
We're opening
Listen.
Innistrad play boosters because Bruce doesn't want to tell you guys because he thinks he's too fucking good.
You know what? Your burger.
He's Papa Bruce now.
Your
He's
burger is
too
going to be
cool.
fire, Tyler. It's going to be really good, but I think you're being a little extra about
Bruce,
a burger.
I
cooked at
cannot
home.
wait.
Not gonna lie.
cannot wait until I can make dinner for you and Haley and Cal, and you're gonna be like, "Oh wow, this just tastes good." And I'm like, "Yeah, Bruce." I'm
You know
gonna
what?
look Bruce dead in his face. I'm gonna say seasonings.
You know what? All I can say is Jade is
They
Jade is
changed
a
it
lucky
so it's
woman.
like Pokemon packs now. It's like harder to open.
Yeah, I
You
know. I
noticed
noticed
Yeah.
that it wasn't busting like they normally
Yeah,
do.
I noticed that the other
wasn't
day when
busting
busting.
like I do, you know.
Yeah, you'd be busting quick, bro.
Hey, Dadman.
I said quick.
Yeah,
I guess that makes sense. Yeah. Bruce
quick
be,
and plentiful.
Bruce be the guy that be in that bitch and be like, "Yeah, girl, you don't know what's up. You don't know what's up." 6 seconds later, he'd be like, "Damn, bitch, I gotta go to sleep."
No, it's like a revolver. 6 shots, then reload.
That's a lot.
Innistrad play boosters.
That's a lot.
Did they change the way that they fucking organize these? They're not like
It's a
there's
token.
no
in the
token.
back.
I don't have any token or anything.
The token's it's for a 2-sided card.
Mm.
You get what I'm saying?
Oh.
Because there's a bunch of 2-sided cards in Innistrad. Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh, shit.
Very weird token. Vampire shit.
It's funny you said that because this pack is like all werewolves. Look, they got 2-sided cards in this set. Yeah, you don't know about that. I told Mike I was going to teach him how to play Magic.
Yes, you should play Magic with us.
And then they also do, I think it was, they also do the old borders.
Yeah, I've got a few of the retro frames.
This creature. Pack was mid. Did you get the heater one?
Oh!
What I fucking tell you? What I tell you?
Edgar
What I say?
Markov.
I said it was
Just the standard, but fucking let's go!
We both got one now. You just fucking told me the other day you wanted to get
yeah,
one too, brother. Good
hell
fucking
yeah.
shit. Look, I said it. We were at the I was at the LGS earlier. I said I want the play booster for Innistrad. I want 2 of them. He said it's the last 2 we got in the store. I said, Bruce, one of these is a heater. And look at that. Bruce just pulled a $40-something card.
Edgar Markov. And I'm definitely just going to build a deck out of it.
Oh, I'm already building my vampire deck right now too. I guess me and Bruce are gonna have a vampire deck. Remember I was telling you about how good Edgar Markov is because of the eminence ability? It just makes no fucking sense.
Just disgusting amount of vampires. They just come in and they just suck you dry.
Eminence
they just suck on you like a fucking like a lollipop. They just suck and suck and suck until they can't suck anymore because they're all sucked out.
I only get so horny. Stop, dude.
You're getting horny from that? You fucking crazy behemoth?
The hell is wrong with you,
What
Michael?
the fuck? What is wrong with this guy? We'll see you next Tuesday.